This video is brought to you by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is your one-stop platform to create and run a beautiful online presence and start your business. Hello, good evening and welcome back to GGTV, and more specifically welcome back to my garage. Now this evening I've got a very important update for you all. I had a delivery earlier. My 912 Porsche is now back in the garage. It got delivered earlier today on a transporter after work, and now I'm doing a spot of a car moving. So, in front of me here, we're not picking up the 912 straight away, I'm picking up a different car. On the same theme though, I'm gonna have to move this, my 996. I've left it in a temporary spot, so we're going to jump in it and we're gonna take it off to go and meet the 912. We're gonna park them up next to each other. I'm gonna update you on exactly where the little green one has been, and what it's been up to, and exactly why it's back in my garage, and why it might not be in the state that you are all expecting. But for now though, let us just marvel at the 996. I make no secret, I absolutely love this car, it's great. Firstly though, wrist check. You've all been asking me to do this in videos, so I'm gonna try and do this more often. I'm wearing the Pelagos this evening. I haven't set the date on there, but oh well, whatever. I love this watch, it's great, I've had it ages. Not really worn it a huge amount, to be fair. Forgot I had it. But yeah, Pelagos left-hand dive, very cool. That wasn't an advert, by the way. Anyway, let's jump in. We are in at the 996. So I'm going to take this for a little, actually quite a small blast. The electric seat's still working. Yes, they are. Of course they are. It's Porsche. Doesn't go wrong. Well, shouldn't speak too soon, actually. I'm about to show you that Porsches do go wrong. So, let me put on my very nice blue seatbelt here. Let's get a move on. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a parking sensor from 2002. Still working also. Oh, lovely stuff. Right then. The 912 is back. It has been at RPM Technic having some work. I say having some work done, not strictly accurate. I don't know how much work's actually been done to it, so I'm gonna go find it anyway. I'm gonna go and park this little guy up next to it, and then explain exactly what's gone on, because I don't know, the whole classic car thing, to be honest, for me, it's got off to a slow start. Everyone prepared me for this. They said there's going to be a lot of waiting around, a lot of expense, a lot of nonsense, and yeah, I mean there hasn't been any nonsense so far, but there's been a lot of waiting around. There's been a little bit of expense so far, so not the most pleasurable of experiences so far. I have a couple of blasts in the car, but it hasn't warranted the cash I spent on it yet. So we're waiting for that day. We're waiting for that day. Not a long drive. Not a long drive at all. We're nearly there. Here we go. The 912 is there. Now I'll try to reverse it in without crunching it. At this moment of time, if someone said classic car ownership, would you recommend it? I'm kind of down the middle now. I would have recommended it a few weeks back, but I'm kind of 50-50 on the whole topic now. I'm not 100% convinced. Am I going to shunt it? I think that'll do. Right, I'm going to hop out. The 912's there. Let's go take a look. Here we go then. They are parked up next to each other. And it's quite cool to have both of my old Porsches next to each other for the first time. It's the first time I've actually done this. And one thing that strikes you instantly, look how much bigger the 911 has got. I mean, obviously that isn't a 911, but it's in a 911 shell, so it basically is. But look how much bigger they've got. It's absolutely huge in comparison. Let's go around the back here. Absolutely enormous in comparison. I mean, I don't know who's left that there. Huge. It completely dwarfs it in every single way. Really cool. And I didn't think that this was going to be the state of my garage, you know, a couple of years ago. I just wanted supercars. I actually love these two cars. Really cool. Both totally different, but both kind of classics in their own right. In fact, Porsche have just decreed this car in their classics department. It is now officially a classic, according to Porsche. So that's quite a cool stat. I thought that was quite enjoyable when I saw that. It was shortly after buying this, actually. They put it into their classics department. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I'm obsessed with it. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this troublesome little sod. Yep, you. So the car is back. You all noticed there is still a hole in it. There is still rust everywhere. You'll notice that the inside still looks like someone's died in here. I got a charger, by the way. We've had some progress. I bought a Porsche charger. Even though, and many people will know this already, these are just rebranded C-Tech chargers, okay? So you shouldn't waste money buying a genuine, well, I say genuine parts like this. You can just go and get a C-Tech one online, right? So there's a money saving tip for you. You save about 60 quid doing that. But that is literally just a C-Tech charger with a sticker on it. But it was the only one they had at RPM, so I was like, yeah, I'll have it. Anyway, there's good reason why I bought a charger for this. Because it is being tucked away for a month or so. It's being tucked away because RPM, due to the level of work that's needed on this thing, it needs a whole new refab, the whole rest of it. And they can do it. They wouldn't be able to get it in anytime soon. Once they saw the extent of the work, they were like, actually, it's going to need quite a while with us. And due to how busy they are with the ramp space and whatever, I took an educated decision. I said, do you know what? I'm going to take it off your hands. I'm going to put it away for a month or so. And then I'll take a rain check. I think I know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to take it to 912 Revival Cars, back to where it was originally, where I did one of my first videos with this, as they freed up a ramp actually. So I'm going to probably chuck it in there at some point in the next 3-4 weeks. So it's going to be sat around until then, but it does need a whole new refab underneath it. The whole thing needs to be stripped underneath the car. I mean, you've seen it in my last video. I'm not going to bore you with it. The whole underneath of the car needs refabbing. It needs new floor pans, the whole lot. So yeah, no further along really. They've had a little look at the engine and stuff, and they've declared that it needs a new front shock. You've seen all of that anyway in the last video when it was up on the ramp. You've seen the extent of the mess of this car. Essentially, all I'm telling you in this video is it's no further along really. It's back with me. It is drivable, so it'll get a few little runs out. I mean, I'm not going to be taking it on any tracks or any high-speed stuff. I don't think that's probably that advisable with the level of restoration that needs doing on it. But certainly a quick pootle down the King's Road on a sunny Sunday morning to get some brunch. It's absolutely fine. So I'm going to get a little bit of use out of it, probably tuck it away for the majority of the next 3-4 weeks, maybe get it out once or twice, keep it moving, keep it on charge when it's not moving, and then it will move into the next stage. But this is by no means saying I've given up on it. It is getting booked in. Well, it is booked in, it's going in, and the work is getting done. So you probably will not see this car now on my channel, I would say, for maybe 5 weeks, I would say. Potentially, who knows? I don't plan things. I don't even know when this video is going out. This could have been filmed, you know, 4 months ago. Who knows? Who knows with the channel at the moment? I'm very, very busy, hence why I'm filming this at midnight. So yeah, just a warning for you all, if you don't see this car anywhere on my social media or my YouTube channel, it doesn't mean it's in the sea, it just means it's tucked away in bed somewhere, and there's no progress to update you all on basically. There's nothing interesting to say about it. It is what it is. It's a classic car, it needs a load of work, and sure as hell, when it is fixed, I'll probably take it to the Nürburgring, I'll probably take it to the Porsche Museum. I want to put 250,000 miles on this car. I want to do that. It'll probably get a roof rack on it. It might get the original steel wheels on it, possibly, and do some serious mileage. I want it to get to that stage. It's never going to be a concourse car. That's not why I bought it. I'm not going to do a nut and bolt restoration. I'm not going to take it to Singer or any of these places to make it one of these kind of like garage queens, polished things. I just want to use it. So I'm going to get it strong, I'm going to get it safe, I'm going to get it reliable. Then I'm going to bat around it, the whole lot, right? Much like I do with my 996 already. This thing, I've done probably a couple of thousand miles in it already. I absolutely love it. It's just really enjoyable motoring, to be honest. Obviously, they're completely different. They are completely different cars. Completely different, but they've still got the same DNA, and both of these in their own right are kind of oddities in the Porsche range. So the 912 was kind of a mixture between the 356 and the 911. I won't bore you all with that again. It's got a 356 engine in a 911 shell, and it was kind of the lightweight sort of entry level to the 911, and arguably the car that saved Porsche, because it was outselling the 911 early doors. and that gave them the funds to redevelop the 911 and make it better and all the rest of it. So this car is a very, very important car to Porsche, and a little bit controversial. Some people don't like it because it's not a 911, and you do get a little bit of stick over it. They're like, oh, you should have bought a normal 911, whatever. No, this is cool. It's got its own place in Porsche history. Very, very cool. And then 996, when it was released as well, that didn't come out to universal acclaim. There were a lot of naysayers and people that didn't enjoy the new headlight design. They'd been oval for kind of, 50 odd years. And then it came out with this sort of eggshell design. And the earlier ones actually had a little bit of orange there as well, which was dubbed the yoke. But this is the 996.2 really, so it's got the clear around here, which looks a little bit better. Obviously it's got different bumpers and whatnot, but the 996 is a bit of unicorn in the 911 range as well, as being the only 911 that doesn't have spherical or oval headlights. Again, a little bit of a Marmite car to Porsche purists, but still very, very cool in its own right. And a car that I absolutely adore. If you are thinking of getting one of these, I'd say about 30 grand will get you a nice one, and they're pretty safe cash. There's not many cars at the moment that you can put that cash into, and you'll probably see it back in a few years' time, if not with a little bit on top. But coming around the back here, you can just tell they're from the same family, the same lineage. They've got the same kind of grille there. Obviously the engine's in the back. I mean, that's very basic stuff. You've got two exhausts. I just like having them together. I'm just nerding out, to be honest. Hopefully you're enjoying this. If you're not, then so be it. I'm just quite enjoying these two together and being together. If you're wondering what this bric-a-brac is, by the way, that battery actually came out of the 996. I had to get it replaced because it went flat. Okay, didn't make a video about it, but there we go, new battery. And those are my Pilottis, everyone, okay? The story is not over though with RPM Technic and my Porsches being in there. The 996 is going to be visiting them very, very soon. I purchased an exhaust for the 996 from Klein, the same people that did my Pista exhaust. They also do a very well received, very well known 996 exhaust, specifically for the C4S. So I'm gonna get that fitted at RPM. The 996 is gonna be visiting them very soon, and I'm possibly gonna do some suspension stuff as well, because underneath the car, and we'll do a video going around underneath the car, there's certain bits and bobs that could do with replacing in the next kind of probably upcoming year or two. I'm just going to get it done whilst I can. I am also mooting doing some stuff with the suspension, so I might change the dampers and the springs. We shall see. They are about 17, 18 years old now, so I might do something with that. But all I'll really be doing is the exhaust. Come around here then. And I'll probably change these tips as well. I'm going to change them, I think, to the kind of the two split tailpipes, the ones that typically came on the sports exhaust from factory with this car. This car was not fitted with the PSE, the Porsche Sports Exhaust, so we've got the big oval tips here. It's a bit more of a cleaner look, but I actually like the two split tips stuck together. So that will probably be done at the same time as the Klein exhaust. Again, OEM as well. I'm going to leave the car looking OEM. I might do a slight drop, very, very slight drop on the suspension, although I'm not 100% sure. Possibly some space as well, just to give it more of a stance, should we say? Am I allowed to say that on this channel? But yeah, maybe fill the arches slightly better. But other than that, it's going to get left pretty much stock. And then it's going to be used, but also well maintained and just kept long term. Hopefully then that has explained a little bit about where the 912 has been, what's going on with the 996, and it's just cool to get them together. Now then, as I mentioned at the start of the video, this video is brought to you by Squarespace. If you are thinking of setting up your own online business, Squarespace is the perfect place to start. They've got templates you can use that will make it easy to find the right format at a couple of clicks. It's an all-in-one platform, so that means that you can easily claim your very own URL and create a custom website very efficiently. There's loads of cool things on there, like customizable galleries to show your content in a unique and kind of engaging way. There's also email campaign setups, and there is also an events function as well. Loads of cool stuff on there. Personally, I've used it with Emoji Fresh and also LD&M as well. As you all know, I'm into e-commerce, and I've been developing a couple of things in the background, which I'll show you all very, very soon. But yeah, for someone like me that isn't amazing at tech, Squarespace is actually really, really easy to set up your own kind of online side hustle, if you like, which I'm very, very big on, as many of you will know. I will leave all the links below. Once you are ready to launch and get going, it is only $10 a month. As I say, all the links will be below. It's a temporary offer, so you've got to be quick. Get in the pot. If you are setting up a side hustle, or maybe you're setting up your own new career and your own business, and it's going to be your full-time thing, check out the links below. There's an exclusive discount. There's all sorts of stuff exclusive for you guys. It's going to be there for a limited time. So if you are even vaguely interested, get in the mix, join now, and use it when you're ready. I thought I'd show a little bit of 912 love on the channel before it disappears for a bit. So from myself, the little green sod over here, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, say bye for a bit, because we won't be seeing her for a while. Bye now. See ya. Yep, see ya, mate.